Duper Tuesday, Fat Tuesday, depending on who you are. Maybe both. Unfortunately, Chet couldn't make it, so I'm going to give his talk for him. I've got his slides and he gave me his notes. Should be just fine. Where does imagination go sometimes? Well, start off with a question. Who here has imagination? Good. A lot of hands. Not all the hands. I would beg to differ. I think everyone innately has imagination. That's what separates us from all the other creatures on the earth. Now the thing is, we lose that imagination as we get older. Not all of us are fortunate enough to work in a job where we have to be creative and we foster that imagination. Most of us have to do what's tried, true, and tested, and we have to get stuck with that. Now, I think that we all can be imaginative still today. And I'm going to show you how we can do that. As adults, we lose what we had as children, our vivid imagination. And I want to talk about the famous Keith Johnstone experiment, I guess. You can read about it in his book, Impro, great book. Anybody that likes anything interesting, check it out. He gave a group of adults a blank piece of paper and a pen. He said, draw me something. And they said, like what? He said, anything. And he said, we don't know what you want us to draw. He took those people's children and gave them a blank piece of paper, gave them a pen, told them to draw them something. And they started drawing everything you could imagine. They started drawing a horse flipping on noodles, ninja riding a bus. This one in particular is a man who was taking a bath one evening when the power went out, and for fear of slipping in the dark, he spent the night in the bathtub. So let me change it up now. I'm going to distinguish between imagination and belief. Now, imagination and belief differ because you can imagine something, but unless you believe it, you're not going to do it. So you can imagine you can fly, but you're not going to try to fly unless you believe it. Now, imagination and belief can differ greatly depending on your religion, your culture, your traditions. There's some people that may say that the Aborigines, their dream time, their... sorry, Chet. Let's move on. These two stiff guys here, they imagined they could make an airplane out of a bicycle. And guess what they did? Now, do you think that they would have ever thought it would have turned into this? This is what it looks like when a fighter jet decelerates from Mach speed. Just imagine what it looks like when we're going to be decelerating from light speed. I think we can all imagine that. Now, all progression through history has had to do with imagination plus action. That's how we get change. That's how we do what we're going to do. That's how we move on to the future. That's how we make things better. What are some pitfalls for imagination? Well, creative synthesis. It's when somebody has a great idea and then everybody copies it. You notice this a lot in pop culture with the music industry, Hollywood films. And from a next point, creative synthesis. Just kidding, that's a creative synthesis joke. Stupid. Why does that happen? Because people are worried about making money. Now, a lot of times when people aren't worried about money, like nonprofits, they do cool stuff like this. There's another cool thing coming to Portland. It's called the TAP Project. UNICEF is doing it, and they're doing it because they're a nonprofit. It's coming this March, and it's coming to a restaurant near you. Ask your favorite restaurant about it. It's awesome, or go online and check it out. So, don't let money get in the way. Money equals time, which a lot of times gets involved with stress. You lose your imagination. Don't worry about that stuff. See this guy in there? This is Crafty Bum. He used to work where we worked. He has a broken laptop. He sneaks into motels. He sunbathes all day, and then he gets snacks out of the trash. Anyway, he lives a great life. Where does imagination go? Where does imagination go? I don't know. Where doesn't imagination go? Imagination can only go where we can imagine it to go. And imagination has never gone where I imagined it couldn't. 3 things I want to say because imagination is everywhere. It's always all around us. It's inside of us. We're all here. Have fun. Stay positive. Say yes. Yeah. Stay positive. If you don't stay positive, you're If you don't stay positive, they will turn into nightmares. If you say yes, you'll experience new things, you'll have fun, everything. Have fun in your imagination. Ignite Portland. Thanks very much. I'm Thomas Lander.